Hi, so this afternoon I'm off to the Sammy Miller Museum. A little bit different from my blog, but let's go take a look and see what Sammy's got to show. So after a 12-minute drive, I've made it to the world famous Sammy Miller Museum. Let's go and have a look and see what he's got to show. So for those that realise or have read the book, the BSA Bantam Bibles, they'll realise that Mick Marr was developing a advanced Bantam engine, and this is the result of those developments. It's one of 7 Mick Marr Talon trial bikes, 1974. Amel concentric carburetor. Miller? Yeah. Thank you. You got a right paradise here.
Cheers.
So this is something a little bit unusual. It's a single cylinder, twin piston, used by Puck, DKW and EMC. And if you note, although you can't see it, the front piston rises before the rear piston, so that at top dead center, the compression is high on firing the rear piston. There we go. And look, how many spark plugs? 1 spark plug. Bit of an unusual beast. One of my favourite bikes in Sammy's museum, the Bruff SS100 1925. Very similar spec to that of the one used by Lawrence of Arabia. Here we go. So it's a 1911 Pierce. Cross top tube was for petrol, and the front down tube was for the oil. Very similar to the Belgian FN. Stunning. Don't think that petrol tank would get you very far these days, would it? Packer 1914 board racer. Look at the throttle linkage. Wouldn't have to put in here those wassled throttle cables, would we? Look. You move it here, moves down and over. Full length of the underneath of the tank to the carb. 1914 Packer flat board racer. Here we go, 1912 Verdell. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-cylinder rotary engine. Another board racer. Stunning. There you go, look. Bit of oil. Don't need that with any of my bikes, do I? Brian Shotter, Kev Mowbray. Another of my favourite bikes, 1947 AGS Porcupine. Engine was originally developed to be supercharged, but the FIM blocked the use of superchargers. Here's another one. 1939 supercharged AGS V4. First bike to lap over 100 mile an hour at the Ulster Grand Prix. Stunning. Not that I'm into fast bikes, but 1963 RC163 as ridden by Mike Halewood. 250 16 valve 4-cylinder. Stunning. Another clip, 1969 Moto Villa 4-cylinder. Look at that monster. Designed by the brothers Walter and Francesco Villa. In the 70s, as I said earlier, the FIM banned, changed the rules for the 250 class, twin cylinder and 6-speed boxes, so Villa was banned before it could even win. What a stunning bike. Here you go, let's get a bit geeky. So here's an early BSA, built by Ernie Eales, designer of the eel fork, as you can see, rather than an unusual configuration. Bit of history there, as it says on the label, 1954. Well, look at these machines compared to their European counterparts. They just don't have the styling, do they? It's almost brutal industrial engineering. Nothing stylish at that. Let's go have a look at an Italian racer. There you go, Moto Guzzi V8. Same year as the earlier BSA. How much more stylized. I mean, that thing even looks fast stood still. Corner of the museum is a couple of Amachi Harley Davidson's Italian seaplane builder originally that took on the Harley Davidson brand for a few years. So what we got here is the Peter Williams JPN Norton. I recently bought 2 of his signed prints. The last time I was at Sammy Miller, gave one to my wingman Simon Last, but that's Peter Williams JPN Norton. Won the TT in 1973 in the 750 class and 12 international events that Peter took the Norton to. Stunning machine. Notice Peter's frame, which he was very, very passionate about, if you've read any of his books. Fantastic engineering. And there, just off screen, is the Cosworth developed Norton engine that, typical to most British initiatives, never quite made it off the bench.